Hello, hello. I think we're live. Bro, Max tells me to schedule for 7:12 p.m. and then alrighty, we're gonna end at 7:10. I'm like, bro, come on now. Welcome in everyone. Welcome in Interrogation Files, of course, with the 10 gifted memberships. As always, W's in chat started off. You saw me going ham in Max's chat. Yeah, for some reason he doesn't want to reverse Mohawk. I don't know why. Personally, I think the Mohawk or the reverse Mohawk is pretty good. We'll start it off with a little severe thunderstorm watch tour and severe thunderstorm warning. So we have this cluster of storms over here in southern Texas that's going to be moving into our watch area over the next few hours. Obviously, we have this storm that's basically just been stationary here. Well, not this exact storm, but storms all over San Antonio all day within our severe thunderstorm watch. It is going to be allowed to expire 1 hour for now. We have another watch here with 0 severe thunderstorm warnings within it. And our main place of interest is over here in Alabama and Georgia, where we still have widespread severe thunderstorm warnings and a watch that expires in 3 hours. But honestly, they may go ahead and issue a few more counties here inside a watch. How's it going, everyone? Welcome in, Joshua. Welcome in, Snowy. Welcome in, Canadian Storm Chasing. Yeah, someone named National Weather Service DM'd me on Twitter. National Weather Service is an absolutely wild name for a Discord account. The camera above our heads, by the way, will see this shelf cloud pretty shortly. Hashtag mod Pettis. Hashtag no. What happened to Max? Max went to get food. Max has to eat, so I have to take over. How's it going, 11 Concepts? Oh, I gotta close all my tabs that are open for Max. Welcome in, Maggie. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I have a bunch of tabs open from when I was creating Max's beautiful t-shirts. Alright, got those closed. Max over, or Max is getting Taco Bell. I don't, honestly, Max will probably get something that no one heard. Do you need the reverse mullet? No. No reverse mullet. Max needs a reverse mohawk, though, that's for sure. Dave, thanks so much for the $5 super chat. DC, thanks so much for the $5 super chat. Western Arkansas, you guys are good. We do have some lingering showers in that area, but none of these are severe. And Radar Omega. I need a bowl cut? Absolutely not. Love the drawings. Hey, quite the work of art that Tay's drawing was. By the way, this shelf cloud is probably out to here way ahead of the actual system that we're watching. Just got a new mesoscale discussion for the area we just talked about in Texas. It's intensifying new thunderstorm development just ahead of the front. These are our storms in Mexico, which, oh my lord, 3.5-inch hail and winds to 80 miles an hour. Yeah. That is definitely a threat. San Antonio, you guys are chilling. Storms are through you. Thanks for the $2 super chat, Evan. Got a new warning up here for this severe thunderstorm. Probably 60-mile-an-hour winds and inch-sized hail. Yep. Look at that. We're already back onto the guessing the warning reason. Columbus, you guys are good. There's some showers around you, but very sub-severe. This watch expires in 44 minutes. Definitely going to allow that to expire. Won't see. Basically, if you guys are north of like this line, you're probably done with severe thunderstorms for the day. North of Houston, you guys have a few showers around there. None of these are tornadic showers, but they're just generalized thunder boomers. Matt, thanks so much for the $2 super chat. Good evening to you as well. Jacksonville, Alabama. Let me find where that is on our map here. Thanks for the $2 super chat, by the way. Gonna have to search for it. What that for yawning, guys? Jacksonville, Alabama. The storm is already through you. At least a severe portion of it. So you guys are chilling. How do we become a chat mod? Honestly, we just I tend to just randomly mod people if I see them here frequently. Got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Louisiana. Don't think that is on Radar Omega yet. No, it's this one. Right here. This is our new severe thunderstorm warning. This includes Oakdale and Oberlin. Tornado possible tag on this one, actually. The first tornado possible tag we've seen in a little bit. And yeah, definitely some broad rotation on the front side of this thunderstorm. The severe thunderstorm Twitter today has just been spammed. We're easily over 400 warnings. Worth of yawns, dude. Just because you like sent that message and said the word yawn, I'm pretty sure I just yawned. That easily. For some reason, the overlay didn't auto update. It should say tornado possible automatically, and it doesn't. There's definitely a tornado possible tag. I'll have to fix that later. Good to sleep in Wisconsin. Dave, thanks so much for the $2 super chat. Why is this not updating? Doesn't look like something I'm going to be able to fix right now, unfortunately. I guess it's not that important. Margaret, thanks so much for the $2 super chat. Are you good to sleep behind the wheel on I-95? No. Please do not sleep behind the wheel. If someone else is behind the wheel, you can sleep, but you're behind the wheel, absolutely not. Like the rotation is very quickly broadening out on this storm. 11 concepts, 11. Thank you so much for the 11 super chat. W's in the chat for 11 concepts. What's your longest stream? I think it was like 8 hours, 9 hours. I don't know. It was definitely one of the storm chasing ones. Actually, some of the storm chasing ones we've had to end at like the 12-hour mark just so the VOD would be saved. So probably around that 12-hour mark. What do the dark green and red mean? On the list side, this is your normal reflectivity. This is your rotation. Greens mean they're moving towards the radar. Reds they're moving away from the radar. And that is how you can look for counterclockwise rotation, which would of course indicate a tornado or any rotation, because we can get anticyclonic tornadoes, and we've had them in the past few days. Or not few days, in the past like 2 weeks. Thank you so much, TJ. Get the new radar scan. Velocity will be probably about 12 seconds behind. Or velocity just could be 12 years behind. GG's. No velocity data for you. Got quite the storm above my head here in Georgia. What makes it anticyclonic? An anticyclonic tornado is a tornado that just spins clockwise instead of counterclockwise. Coffee, there is the potential that I stream Monday. We'll see. Obviously, Max can't because of graduation. Did you eat tonight? I have not eaten tonight, actually. At some point here, my girlfriend will get home with food, and I'll probably eat then. Get off and eat. No idea when that is. It might be 10 minutes now. It might be half an hour for now, but yeah. Daniel, it is the opposite in the southern hemisphere. I do have water in my Starbucks plastic cup. And I have mini Starburst. I actually did have like 2 slices of pizza earlier just because I was dying. D. Rothos, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. We need 20 W's in the chat for T. Rothless. By the way, we do still have a lot of power outages up here in the Pittsburgh area associated with our line of storms that came through a few days ago. And we also have some in Alabama associated with our line of storms today. Don't really know why we don't have power here, as there hasn't been anything too significant, but yeah. By the way, this is a destructive severe thunderstorm warning in Texas heading right for our radar site. And this may end up crossing Highway 90 pretty soon. I would imagine this storm looks absolutely beautiful. Tell you what we can do. Do one of these. Honestly, it does not look that cool on this, just because I think we're a little, yeah. You can see we're so close to the radar site that when the radar goes up in tilt, it kind of shaves off that storm, so we can't get the full picture of it. But yeah, there's definitely quite the hail core on this storm. You can actually see the majority of the baseball-sized hail right there. These storms, too. These are definitely some large hailstorms. Look at the scatter spikes on these. Massive scatter spikes. Probably like grapefruit size hail on those really, really easily. JC, this is Radar Omega. The one that I just showed for the 3D scan was GR2. The Poplar Bluff? No, they do not. The tornado, or the way that a toilet spins, like solely depends on like how the toilet's made. Can't believe we're talking about toilets. This warning should be allowed to expire in 4 minutes, by the way. The science guy probably at least like 1,000. We just got a new flooding report out of Moss Bluff, Louisiana. Water over the road. Yeah, we can look at West Virginia. Don't think there's too much going on severe wise. Yeah, it's sort of just the leftover of these now weakening storms. Although I could actually see a severe thunderstorm warning for this storm here pretty soon. This is like the majority of our severe weather is right in this region here right now. Daniel, thanks so much to the $5 super chat. Starkville, Missouri, you are chilling. Storms are through you basically for the day. Atlanta, that's basically why we're sitting here still, waiting for this to go through the Atlanta regions. If they downgrade it so it's not a severe thunderstorm warning, we'll go ahead and end stream. But even then, that is like hours out from now. Not hours out from now. At least an hour out from now, probably. BV1, I've never used Weatherwise other than on my phone, so honestly I have no idea how to work the app. Nathan, thank you so much for subscribing. Sorry that it didn't redirect. YouTube likes to be a little weird sometimes. Let's get Riley to 25K. Right now we are at 21,396. If we could hit 22K today, we'd be plenty happy with that. No way we hit 25K today. The math doesn't even math. How's it going, Petus? Riceville, Tennessee. You guys are good. There is nothing going on except for this small corner of Tennessee. And I don't see a town named Riceville in there. Yeah, redirect works 50% or 100% of the time, 50% of the time. That's a perfect way to describe the YouTube redirect. Yeah, TJ, we can do that for tornadoes and funnel clouds. It's just we don't have any to show that to you right now. I've done it on Max's stream. I forget what stream it was. I think it was the one with the highly debated low precipitation tornado that some people were saying was like 4 different tornadoes, but it was confirmed as one tornado. Which that's what Max and I always thought, is that it was one tornado, but I'm pretty sure we did it during that stream. Pettis, thank you so much for becoming a 15 Hatch channel member. Or I guess continuing your 15 Hatch channel membership. Karen takes much for the $5 super chat. Were you fascinated with the storms? I was. You can ask my parents. Very much so. I could still tell you that channel 67 was the Weather Channel. Back in the good old days of the Weather Channel. Now the Weather Channel is basically trash. Will, Petus is not getting modded. In fact, Petus is getting his mod removed from Max's channel. Because I want to. Petus, you're not him. Yeah. News for you. GG's. Are you live? I think so. Feels like we're live. Looks like we're live. Max is not a mod here. Max is definitely a mod here. Remember, he put us in a 59-year slow mode or whatever yesterday. DK, thanks so much for the $10 super chat. As an instrument-rated pilot, I had to learn weather, and since I have to become a weather nerd, yeah, I had to learn. Well, I guess I knew a bunch of the weather stuff when I went in for my Part 107. And that was definitely very useful knowledge to have going into getting my Part 107, just because it was like half the exam. Guys, I can't mod everyone. Clanton, Alabama. You guys are going to have a few scattered showers coming through. Not severe and nothing too significant. Sullivan County, Tennessee. I don't think we're going to see any significant winds there tonight. I'm pretty sure I use a different color table than Max on Radar Omega. I don't know which one he uses. We had 2 confirmed tornadoes yesterday in Texas. I wonder if they've added those to the DAT. I saw those tornadoes. I know they were tornadoes. Does not look like they've done damage surveys on them yet. Georgia, we're looking at Georgia. So if you're from Georgia and you're asking, just estimate where your town is on the map. Rome, you guys are outside of and behind the severe thunderstorm warning. Now, those were funnel clouds. I've heard them say weirder things were funnel clouds. My dogs are about to go psycho. Can we get some W dogs in the chat? Oh my lord. Back to back to back. Delilah with the $10 super chat. Let's play some Outbreak. Never played Outbreak. James with the $2 super chat. Why are you using Radar Omega? Because there's nothing better for a PC right now that has a good presentation. And the Poplar Bluffs with Woodstock, Georgia. I don't even know where that is, man. Let me look. In a warning, or I guess not in a warning, in a watch, giant shelf cloud about to roll in there. Should be chilling severe weather-wise. May see a warning for you, but it'd just be for 60-mile-per-hour winds. How's it going, Sarah? Twisted beta? I have played Twisted. Isn't Outbreak like $50? I don't know how much that is. By the way, guys, Max tried to go to Canes, and apparently it's closed. So no Canes for Max. W Max. My dog's like, bro, give me attention. Guys, these storms might be sub-severe by the time they make it to Atlanta, honestly. You got severe food poisoning? Dang. Steven, I can assure you that I do not get a $10,000 check from YouTube. That's a lot of food. What does sub-severe mean? It is beneath the limits of a severe thunderstorm warning. So less than 58 mile per hour wind gusts in less than 1-inch sized hail. Just DoorDash McDonald's. My girlfriend brought me food and it smells really good, and I will be eating it immediately after we end stream. How's it going, Barack? Fire Dog, honestly, I have no idea. Like, I think today is much more, like, it's already winding down very, very quickly. And most of these storms, I'd be surprised if we see new severe thunderstorm warnings for them. So we might, like, legitimately have no severe thunderstorm warnings here pretty shortly, besides this, like, one storm. Honestly, even this one doesn't look severe. It might only be these storms over here in Texas pretty soon. This one is, like, almost certainly producing a tornado. Yeah, look at that. Someone needs to go chase this. And right as I was saying that, we get a new severe thunderstorm warning in North Carolina. This is definitely a hailstorm, yep. 60 mile per hour wind and 1-inch sized hail. Good night, TJ. Yeah, I can't use has cams, unfortunately. I did just get sent a new camera. Let me put this in. Is Rome, Georgia safe from tornadoes? Definitely. Get these ravioli. I don't want to tilt them and get them all over my setup. This is what I have waiting for me. That dude is speeding. There's no way he's not. Yeah, I don't know why this camera looks so cursed. Name's messed up too. Everything's broken on me. There we go. Go eat? We're not gonna eat yet. We're gonna see what we're gonna at least know if there's a severe thunderstorm warning for Atlanta or not. Here, I'll eat a crouton. Oh, it's stale crouton. Not very crunchy crouton. Ty, thanks for the $5 super chat. Watching storms build up in New Hampshire. I did look at New Hampshire earlier, actually. These are definitely weak. Dude, I want to eat that right now. You're just down here to tease me. New damage reports coming out of the severe thunderstorms in Georgia. Multiple trees down along Rockhouse Road near Saloka. I don't know, man. That place in Georgia. Soggy croutons kind of hit, bro. It was Connor who saw a peacock. It was Connor who saw a peacock. Houston, you guys are good. There's definitely thunder in the area, but not a severe storm. Jafra, thanks so much for the $25 super chat, guys. That means we need 25 W's in the chat for Jafra. You know the rules. Poor Nightbot. All croutons are technically stale. Well, I mean, like a stale crouton is just like normal bread, but it's stale for a crouton. Am I wrong? Like, I feel like soggy. It wasn't soggy. It was just like stale. It wasn't wet. Just an overly soft crouton. West Virginia, you guys are chilling. Shannon, I got one of the many pieces of equipment we need. I still have like another like $6,000 of equipment or something insane that I need to buy in order to like complete the entire setup. So that'll take a while, but sooner or later we will have everything. Houston, Texas is totally okay. Interrogation files, you already do too much. Come on, man. We need nothing more from you. I want another crouton. Croutons are very toasted bread. Are they very toasted or just very stale? Honestly, I'd say they're just very stale bread. Mackenzie, I do not. Is that a potato? Is that mine? Oh, dang. Rachel, I am in college. Looks good. What's Max's real first name? Max? Max's name is Max. You know, for how giant our enhanced risk today, or our enhanced risk was today, it was pretty slow, and it remains to be pretty slow. The Poplar Bluff, thanks so much for the $2 super chat. Stale bread, seasoned and toasted. Well, even when it was stale, toasted bread, soggy, I don't even know. It still tasted good. Yeah, Jared. The cans today were kind of mid too. Is that a soggy piece of bread? Guys, I could just eat a piece of bread. You have butter for the bread? No? Let me try. You know, it's good bread, but it kind of tastes like a piece of white bread. Guys, we need 50 W's in the chat for Heather. Thanks so much for the $50 super chat. This piece of bread is for you. This actually is really good bread, my god. It is good bread. What does life come to? I'm eating a piece of bread, looking at some sub-severe rain showers around Atlanta. What bread is it? I have no idea. Some restaurant. Lightning on the cam above our head. Austin, there's nothing going on in Pennsylvania. This is like where a majority of our severe weather is. How's it going, Caleb? I do not have permission to use Cyclone Port cameras yet. We're working on it, but not quite yet. Do you know that Max is number 5 for creators born in New Hampshire on famous birthdays? He's probably like got the most famous birthday because it's a birthday every single day. How's it going, William? Have a good night, Jared. How many monitors does Max have? I think he's got 5 right now. He's got 5. I have 4, so combined between us we have 9, but we realistically need like 30. How's Houston looking? Houston, you guys are chilling. Thunder, but no severe storms. Northeast Kentucky, you're chilling. Max is from New Hampshire. He's lived in like 3 different states, but I think originally from New Hampshire. Scarlett, thanks so much. Speaking of F1, how did sprint qualifying go? Oh my god. Cattle Dog, whoever in the world Cattle Dog is, thank you so much for the $150 PayPal donation. Or Venmo. We need 150 W's in the chat for Cattle Dog. $150 is insane. We're going to have the whole setup by the time I even get out of college. Not going to have to worry about it. Julie, thanks so much. I do plan on eating ravioli. I wonder who else is live. No one. Honestly, I have no idea what the weather looks like for the Kentucky Derby tomorrow, but we can look. There's no float for Louisville, is there? We can just do Kentucky. Kentucky also does. There we go. So this is a simulation of what the radar is going to look like tomorrow. This is midnight, and we can see a few scattered showers around the, like, basically midnight to, like, noon in the morning. This does look like it starts moving out of Kentucky, or I guess central Kentucky, around noon. And that's as far as this herd model run will let me go, and the 0Z herd hasn't loaded yet, so that's as far as I can get you. This is at noon tomorrow. Jacob, there's no way. New SPC outlook soon? I think so. Got a new severe thunderstorm warning. Did they just issue this? I'm honestly shocked that they just issued this, because honestly most of the wind and like the shelf cloud is out here. We did just get a new severe thunderstorm watch, so we can look at that. This is for the region that our mesoscale discussion was talking about earlier. Isolated hail up to 2 inch possible. Gusts to 70 miles an hour and frequent lightning. Almost 1 million people are in this watch. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Texas as well. I would imagine that is for our storm, yeah. This storm that's moving super slow. It's definitely not producing as significant as, or as large of hail as it was. Still producing hail though, gonna move over the Highway 90 area. Yeah, our new SPC outlook should come out within the next 10 minutes, so we'll probably wait for that SPC outlook to be published on their website in like 20 to 30 business minutes whenever they issue it and their site finally updates, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up there. Have you covered any tornado emergencies yet? I have not. I have covered PDS tornado warnings, and I have chased tornado emergencies, but not in the studio coverage on a tornado emergency. Yeah, Texas hasn't had a lot of forcing, meaning there's nothing really pushing the storms along, so they just kind of convect in the ample areas of like 3,000 joules per kilogram or higher Cape, and then just kind of sit there. I'm doing good, Canadian storm chasing. You'll see nothing on that new watch. They have 6 minutes to get it out. I would expect a downgrade to a slight and or marginal risk. I'm doing good, Marissa. How are you doing? What's the noise on CC below Tuscaloosa, Alabama? Are you talking about this area here? Talking about this area here and like this area and all of this area. This is just clear air, which means there's nothing there for the CC to correlate. So the correlation's 0 because there's nothing in the sky for the radar to hit. Can't correlate nothing. Yeah, 0 active tornado warnings, and we're down to 11 severe thunderstorm warnings, which may seem like a decent amount, but we almost had 50 concurrent severe thunderstorm warnings at one point today. Right, Bayla, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. You didn't have to do that. I'm 21, Starry. W's in the chat for Vela. Oh my lord, another one. Ryan, thanks for the $10 super chat. Says, big support of you and Max. Y'all the best. I live here in Atlanta, but dial in each night as I've always loved storm chasing. Line in Georgia isn't anything more than our regular April, May storms, right? You know, honestly, they are issuing severe thunderstorm warnings for them. I don't think that it's worthy of a severe thunderstorm warning. I think it's probably going to be like 40-mile-per-hour gusts at the highest. We haven't seen any reports from our weather stations that are inside these warnings that there has been winds of 60 miles per hour, but treat it as a severe thunderstorm warning. But yeah, it's probably just going to be your typical shower, nothing you're not used to. Sorry, I'm 21. Yeah, Elizabeth, I mean, even 40-mile-per-hour winds are pretty significant. Yeah, Twister, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You can DM me on Twitter for sure. Your forecast is secretary? Again, will hold the time in all three Triple Crown races in 53 years. Dude, I don't even know a single thing about horse racing, if you can't tell by how I read that sentence. W's in the chat for the Poplar Bluff, though. By the way, guys, we missed it, but we did hit 21,500 subscribers. Will there be a Bat NATO tonight? There should be. I don't think they take off for a little bit later, though, but we should see bats tonight. Normally take off from about right here, I think. How long is this? 200 miles of concurrent severe thunderstorm warnings. That's a decent line of showers. Bats do actually show up on radar. We've seen it basically every night for the last 3 nights. Where is the SPC outlook? They're probably going to issue it right at 8 p.m. if I had to guess. Otherwise, you would think that they would have had it out by now. Usually comes out at 8:01 p.m. Normally, recently they've been pretty good at getting it out at least into like stuff like IEMBot and just like public in before the deadline. But their site's been taking forever to update. Go to KGWX. You can see a parabolic line of storms. Are you talking about like this? This is just probably like a front here, and all the storms are convecting along the same front. Probably what causes those lines of storms that you see. Who's gonna tell me that Kimi Antonelli is on pole for the sprint race? Come on, Will. You should have told me that. You know better than that. Virginia, you guys are good. No severe storms in Virginia right now. Probably will not see any severe storms in Virginia as well. Got a 1-inch hail report out of, or it's just south of Jasper. Lando's winning. Crazy what you can do, and your DRS is weird. Still got cheese curds for tonight? I don't have cheese curds. I have ravioli, so I mean, still cheese, but slightly different. Zekriat won the Triple Crown in 1973. Still holds all-time records. Like I said, I wouldn't know, but I know what the Triple Crown is, and I know that's pretty dang good. So, thanks for the $5 super chat, by the way. Yeah, Virginia's in play tomorrow. Will the tornado watch ever be upgraded to a clock? What do you mean? Guys, we'll go through all the SPC outlooks to wrap things up as soon as they issue the next one. You're getting a max velocity stream from 6 hours ago. Yeah, it's kind of annoying how YouTube does that sometimes. Hey, we got the outlook. This should get it before anywhere else gets it. I still only have the categorical outlook, so we'll hold off for a little bit. Just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in parts of North Carolina. Tornado possible. An upgrade. 1 mile per hour, or not 1 mile per hour, 1 inch size hail and 60 mile per hour winds. I do not think this is like a proper couplet, by the way, but this is something I've seen get warned before as a tornado, so they shouldn't warn it just because I just issued a severe thunderstorm warning, so guys, we're gonna get to the outlooks in a second here. I just need the SPC's website to update. I have the graphic, just not the website. One of these websites will update sooner or later. Thanks so much for subscribing, CB. Welcome in, weather guy. I don't think there's gonna be anything in Canada tonight. Oh, your trick shot gangster, but on PC account. W. Welcome in. Ryan, thanks so much for becoming a 2% channel member. Why do you have headphones on? Because I'm listening to music, and I don't want the music to echo into my mic. Because then I would get a copyright strike. Think the site updated? It is not. Listening to anything good right now? I'm listening to Burned by Juice WRLD, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you get like 3 copyright strikes, they just like delete your channel, so definitely can't have copyrighted music playing, that's for sure. Beth, thanks for the $10 super chat. Oh my lord, back to back again. Thanks for the $10 super chat. Your Supercell shirt comes on Monday and I can't wait. I think mine comes on Monday too. And T Rothless, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I'll match close with Heather with this on the second drop. What's the rating on the ravioli, sir? I haven't tried the ravioli yet. Now Tornado Possible works. Didn't work earlier, but this time it works. How does that make sense? Robert, thanks so much for the $20 Cash App. Oh my lord. Daniel, thanks so much for the... Daniela, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Guys, oh my lord, another one. Courtney, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Guys, that was like back to back to back to back to back. Are you reading any comments, bro? I mean, I just read yours, so probably. By the way, new watch. Sporadic damaging winds will remain possible for the next couple of hours. Downstream watch issuance is not expected. That's kind of what I was saying about these storms as well, so. Starting to degenerate. Still don't have. Oh, there we go. We got it. This is the SPC outlook for the remainder of the day. Slight risk for places like San Antonio, Corpus Christi, Brownsville, Houston, New Orleans. Atlanta, you're just barely on the edge of it. Tornado threat is pushed down to our southern area of Texas, and mostly a wind and hail threat. Tomorrow's outlook. Slight risk in Pennsylvania, Maryland, West Virginia, Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. Courtney, thanks so much for becoming a 10% channel member. Welcome to the channel members. Then day 3, marginals all around. I think the next day of significant severe weather that we would be live for would be Monday. And this honestly doesn't look that likely. There's probably going to be like some very small 5% tornado risk that a very small 5% tornado risk that may or may not produce a tornado. This is more of like a good for chasers day and not really good for studio coverage just because there's one storm with a population of 8 people in it. Guys, we're going to end the stream with a ravioli taste test, by the way. I'm going to try and not get food all over my face. By the way, we are 6 subscribers away from 21.6K. So... make sure you guys subscribe so you guys can subscribe and click the bell so you can be here next time we live stream. Yeah, finally a break. Yeah, you tell me. I don't even know how I'm going to eat this on camera. I think I'll just have to show it and then stuff it in my face. What they look like, can't even really see them because they're under so much meat sauce. Cut a piece of one off. Wow, these are giant. Look at that. Beautiful looking ravioli right here. Yeah, I'm probably gonna eat this whole thing in like 5 minutes. I ain't even gonna lie. One of the greatest ravioli I've ever tasted. Alright. I'm not just... good though. I've seen bigger. You can't even see the size of them. They're under the sauce. Bats are flying. We're gonna look to see if there's bats. And then wrap it up. Any bats? I don't see any bats. Where's the other spot we have bats? I think it's over here. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't see any bats tonight. Alright, guys, well, I'm going to go eat that entire thing, ravioli. So, yeah, I'll see you guys. Your Supercell certs got here today? I'm so bad at ending. You should send me a picture, because I don't have mine yet. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Click that bell. That way you'll get a notification next time we're live. Probably going to be on Monday. So, I'll see you guys on Monday. Goodbye.